I am a humongous fan of Pokemon, of course. My first Pokemon game being a spin-off game on Roblox called Pokemon Brick Bronze. I was in love. Sadly, it got deleted. And I chose Typhlosion. And a Blastoise, of course, but this challenge doesn't allow you to do that. And I named my Typhlosion Quince. Why do you say that? Because Dan TDM did. And I was a humongous fan, and I did anything to copy his team. But sadly, I couldn't get a Marshadow. So whatever. So, let's get into what region I would hail from. I'm hailing from the classic Johto region. I love that region. It's got all the Pokemon that I like, besides Steelix. I hate Steelix. So let's get into this. 10-year-old Christian is watching the Pokemon League. And remember, I'm not going to talk about who started who. I'm watching a champion battle between Diantha and a double battle between Diantha and Leon versus Lance and Steven. I'm watching how cool this battle is, as I see Gigantamaxing, Mega Evolution, and just raw power. I'm so excited since today is my birthday, and I get to go get my first Pokemon. I rush to the lab with Professor Elmas and tell him I want Cyndaquil. He tells him that this Cyndaquil has a strong feeling. And this Cyndaquil is much different than other Cyndaquils. He says, what are you talking about? As he pulls it out of the Pokeball. Cyndaquil's back is black, not the blue color. He goes, it can produce blue flames instead of the normal red. He goes, cool. He goes, geez, I didn't expect you to like it that much. I'm kidding. It doesn't have anything that special. As he says, as he laughs, as then 10-year-old Christian rushes out of the Pokemon place, rushes out of the lab, and challenges the entire region with just his boy, Typhlosion, until he would battle Lance and sadly lose. Lance tells him that he needs a more diverse team since he only used Typhlosion this entire time. That's why he lost. Christian goes into a state of sadness as he just lost and thinks about his strategy. He pulls out a pen and starts to think, and then he remembers something that his mom told him when he was younger. If you look at the color green, your creativity boosts by a lot, and this is a true fact. He looks at his green, he looks at the grass outside and thinks of something. I should collect more Pokemon, like Lance said. So he heads out and collects and gets an entire 3 Pokemon. He doesn't catch a lot because he doesn't really want to. Then he challenges Lance once again with these team, but he gets close to winning but loses still. Lance suggests that he heads to other regions. He heads to Kanto, conquers that, but still can't win again. He loses against Lance of the Elite Four. Then he moves on to Hoenn, battling for his life. Loses. Then he goes to Sinnoh and loses to the Infernape trainer, whatever his name is, Lucian or whatever. Then I had to Unova and lose to Alder. Then I had to Kalos and sadly lose to Malva. I don't even get close against the Elite Four and Kalos. I head to Alola and complete my island challenge. Then I move straight to Galar battling, and then I battle with Leon. This is my toughest battle yet, way even tougher than Lance's. But I eventually lose, because Typhlosion couldn't keep up with Gigantamax Charizard. As then, he noticed something different every day about Typhlosion. Its back is getting blacker and blacker, until one day its back is finally black. As he realizes, then when he's battling a random trainer, Typhlosion's flames are blue, are now blue. As he never realized that, as he goes, whoa! As Typhlosion annihilates a single Pokemon. As he goes, I need a more ruthless strategy, instead of just going for staying back. After a while, after collecting so many Pokemon, and having a rotation, of course, of 9 Pokemon, let me tell you about his team. His team is Typhlosion, Umbreon, Scizor, Garchomp, Alolan Raichu, Dusk-Lycan-Rock, Lucario, and Gallade. He switches between all of them and usually uses them sometimes. His main three that he uses are Typhlosion, Lucario, and Gallade. He uses these because they're quick and easy battlers. Christian then enters the Pokemon Tower. Oh yeah, Ash just started his journey, and he's about in his... He's actually already in Journeys, traveling with Go. Christian is 10 years old. Ash and him started on the same day. As he travels out, looking and looking and looking. But then he goes to the Pokemon Tower and saves Mr. Fuji from some evil Team Rocket grunts. He easily beats them with Typhlosion as he goes, "That Typhlosion has some power." As he gives them 2 stones, he says, as Christian holds them, going, "Cool, I guess I'll take them." He says, "Give that red and blue one to your Typhlosion, and you keep the rainbow one." He goes, "Okay, I guess I'll wear it like a necklace." He does it, and gives the other one to Typhlosion, putting it on its head, but make sure to put it not next to the flames because you know it'll burn. But he puts it like a badge. With Typhlosion's fur being pretty thick, he can easily put it in. Like a pin. Then, one day, he encounters the legendary Pokemon Raikou. Or Raikou. I'm gonna call it Raikou. So with this, he's battling Raikou, but Typhlosion is sent back by a humongous Thunderfang. Then it's ready to end Christian with a Thunderbolt. But then, a flamethrower collides with it, and Typhlosion is still standing, and will defend its trainer with its life. Raikou comes in to slice Christian, but then Typhlosion appears with a punch, knocking it back, roaring that it... And then Christian holds his necklace, happy that Typhlosion actually... Then, it happens. For some reason, their hearts are super duper synced. Christian is super duper synced in battle, along with Typhlosion. And then he holds his necklace for good luck, but then it flares. Lights beaming out of the necklace as it comes on and beams into his own... It beams into Typhlosion, which its Mega Stone responds. As it goes... Zah! If you want to check out Typhlosion's Mega Evolution, please check out Dob's video of Mega Evolutions. It's that one. He goes, as Typhlosion roars with all of its might. Literally, then he realizes it's time to use their ruthless strategy. He goes, use a barrage of fire punches! With a barrage, it lands a couple of hits with its insane speed and power, then pins Raikou to the ground. He goes, now, let's charge you up, as he says, use eruption, as he shoots it into the sky, as it blasts up from the volcano on its neck. As he goes, brrr, as it launches down, charging up Typhlosion's flames, as its eyes turn red, as then it charges up a blast. It charges up a flamethrower and goes, brrr, and launches it on top of Raikou, knocking it out. Christian throws a Pokeball and catches Raikou, but he's not going to use it. He then decides to keep it as a Pokemon collection. He puts the Pokeball down and hunts down and catches Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, and puts them down in a Pokeball. When he does, he summons Ho-Oh, and then trains with Ho-Oh for a couple of months. Once he's finished with his training with Ho-Oh, he puts it back in its Pokeball. He decides to battle Ho-Oh for the final time and beats Ho-Oh. Then he returns the legendary beast to go back and live their normal lives. As Ho-Oh is happy that the trainer did return them and not just was a thief. So once he does that, now let's talk about my companions. I have to have my first companion, who would be Now, I gotta think of a couple of YouTubers who I'd want to put in this. Oh yeah, I have to tag 5 YouTubers. So my first is Crasher, of course, the guy who created this challenge. Then I'll tag some people who I want to do the challenge. MNJTV, NTD Plays, the PokeRef, since he hasn't done it, he just did it actually, and Lumiose Trainer Zach. Those are my favorite Pokemon tubers, except for NTD Plays. I haven't really watched him that much, and he hasn't even uploaded in 2 months, sadly. NTD, do the video. We want to see it. So I'm gonna say in the Pokemon universe, we're gonna put Mike from MNJTV, Zach, of course, Lumiose Trainer Zach, and the PokeRef in there. They're all gonna be celebrities, kind of. Zach's gonna be a very popular trainer with a special Greninja, and they thought that he's the second. You know, Boruto's the second, Zach's the second since he has the Greninja form, but I think he got that after Ash did. And now let's go over the his idols, and his goals. His goal is to become a battle master. Who his favorite trainers are when he watches his favorite show is the Pokemon Tournament, because every day there's a battle going on. His favorite PokeTuber, and mine, MNJTV, whose starter is a Trico, and has a Luxray since I know he likes it. Since I know that Mike loves it a lot. And I'm not really going to talk about the rest. Oh yeah, Tauros. He's also got a shiny Tauros. And a couple of more. And Crobat as well. So yeah, he is a big fan of him. And one day, that's actually all.